What is going on? Everybody was having a great day, great night, wherever you're watching this from. Before I get into the topic, let me go ahead and talk about a few books that I have. And I want to talk about the very first book that I'm reading that I've added to my collection. One of my clients introduced me to this book, and this book is amazing. Let me tell you all this, all right? Whatever relationship, let me just say this, not whatever relationship, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. It's just that good, all right? Lost for words, which is very rare. If you are having problems in your relationship, if you are wanting to grow, doesn't matter what it is. This book is going to help you understand the person that you're involved with. There's not many books that you can actually get that teaches you the patterns and the ins and out of really learning how a person operates the way they think, just a lot of things. This book called Attachments. All right, look it up. It's on Amazon. They have it on Kindle, but I'm a hard book reader. Only time I don't have a hard book is when I'm traveling, and I know I can't take all my books that I'm actually trying to read and digest or whatever, but I love this book, all right? Look it up. It's worth it for you couples that are dealing with some stuff. And plus, I'm just trying to gain more knowledge, all right? You have to do this for your relationship, for your marriage. Try to learn as much as you can. It will enhance your relationship. It'll make you a better partner, make you a better husband, better wife. These are the things that you have to do. You don't wait till you go sit down to talk to a therapist or a relationship life coach and say, hey, why don't you get this book called Attachment? It'll really help you all out. So here you go. Let's start off right now, right? Now, before I actually get into it, I'm going to introduce some books that I have written. I have one book. I have a few books, but I have one book from one of my friends, Arthur Cherie. I'm going to introduce this book to you. By Imaging Publishing presents No More Secrets. This is a really good book. All right, y'all see that? Arthur Cherie. Get this book. It is a really good book. And if you like real good reads, I'm telling you, it's a good one, all right? I love the storyline. I love the basis, okay? Now we're going to get to some books that I have, that I've written. They're on Amazon. They're actually on Kindle as well. And on Kindle, depending on what kind of Kindle, they have Kindle, I think it's called Unlimited. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually download my books for free. And then you can send them to somebody else that has Kindle Unlimited as well. So just so you know, they do have that option to where you can do that. And you pay that little monthly fee and it's free and you can swap books with friends, whatever. So these books that I've written I have my other books that are coming out, and I'll tell you all about those as well. Then we'll get into the topic that we're going to talk about. These books right here were they weren't rushed, but they were like things I really wanted to get out. So I wrote as much as I could, and I just released it. I could have added more to it. I could have added more pages to it or whatever, but I just wanted to get out as much as I can, little short reads to help you get from point A to point B, all right? Overcoming Insecurities in Your Relationship. This book right here, all right? It can be tough to see the signs. It'd be tough to see the signs in your insecurity in relationships when you are deep into it. However, when our relationships begin to crumble many times, it becomes very easy to see insecurities where at the root of its demise. What really makes or breaks a relationship is how each individual handles or doesn't handle their own personal insecurities. After being insecure in a relationship for too long, you could find you've become an insecure person. It's somehow become part of your nature. Why not trump it before it gets out of hand? So this book right here is really good. It will give you insights on the insecurities that each one of us deal with, the insecurities that you don't realize that's there, that you still have to deal with, because what happens is that things from your past, things you've been through, has always made you insecure. You don't realize that, but it happens, okay? Another book I've written, and I'm missing a few. Oh, no, I have another one. Yeah, I'm missing one more. I think I left it upstairs. But this is the latest one. It's Time to Heal. All right, Time to Heal. This one is for the woman. If you look close enough, you can tell when a woman has had her heart broken. There's something in the manner she looks, the dull smile on her face that discloses to you a person or something has broken her into a million little pieces. If you look close enough, you can see she's figuring out how to piece back her broken heart. And if you draw even closer, you will see the reasons why. So this book right here is for the women. I'm still working on one for the men. I know a few of my friends have really been Like, man, when is the book coming out? When the book coming out? It's going to come, all right? I am still putting it together, all right? The other one is called Boundaries and Relationships. Establishing the healthy boundaries in your relationship, all right? There's a lot of misconception about what boundaries are and do for relationships. We may feel that boundaries are unnecessary because our partner is supposed to already know and act on our needs and wants, or that they ruin the relationship or interfere with the spice. In reality, all healthy relationships have boundaries. A relationship can be healthy until both parties communicate their boundaries clearly and the other person respects them. Healthy boundaries in relationship do not come naturally, nor they come easily. And this is why this is myself, Eugene Minifield of iPress Publishing, has written this book. So that's another good read for you all that are dealing with those little small things. And I think all of us have dealt with it, and all of us are probably even still dealing with it. And it's okay. It's growing pains. It's things that we have to go through and all that. And I think that is healthy. Okay. Just wanted to introduce some of those books. I have another one, my very first one, called Pages of My Life. That's a small one. That is a poetry book. Okay. The books that will be coming out this year that I'm still working on. I'm still piecing these together. I have two books that I've written. One is called Thoughts of a Cheater, and the other one is called Why Do Men Cheat? And I know the women's going to jump on this real hard. Okay. It is really in depth. It talks about infidelity. It talks about cheating. It talks about how all this stuff starts. It talks about suppressing our feelings, suppressing our temptations, our lust, the things that we deal with. And the more that we suppress them, the much more it creates this fantasy within our head. But it's a lot of stuff I'm working on also. I have another one that's a poetry book. This book is going to be about 250 pages. This one is called Torn Pages. And this is supposed to be a next extension from Pages of My Life. Pages of My Life was a little short poetry book that I've written about my life, my poems, because I do spoken word as well. I'm an author and I do a lot of things. All right, God has just blessed me in that area. But that this next book is going to be about that. And then I have another one. I have a few other ones that I'm working on as well. After the breakup, I'm just naming a few of them that I'm working on. I have a lot of stuff that I've written down I'm working on. After the breakup, what's the other one called? I didn't bring my phone down with me. But I have those other things that I'm dealing with, and I will be introducing those to you. I'll be making some short video 1-minute life coaching from different topics and different books and different excerpts, not just from the books itself, but just feeding you all little bits and bit pieces of information that will be able to help encourage you all as you go through the ups and downs in your relationship, the breakups, the challenges, because I'm telling you all, it is not easy. And we all know this. It never gets easy, okay? But through the grace of God, through prayer, and I truly believe that we all can have a healthy relationship. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to bring this to you all because I wanted you all to realize that you can make it. Like, we look for encouragement. We look for somebody to really not only be able to just talk about the difficulties of what we deal with, but how do you get to that place to where you actually find that peace and that happiness and that joy? And it just takes time. It really does. But while you are trying to get to that place, get your hands on some material. All right. There's nothing wrong with videos like this, but get something that you can read and that you can actually get a highlighter and say, okay, I got to work on this, and take notes. All right. This is something that we all need to make sure that we're participating and we're grasping hold of all the wisdom and all the knowledge, because here's the thing. Why do we wait for our relationship, our marriage to fall apart before we want to get help? The help is there. We got so much material around us, you all. And we got to take advantage of this. There is no excuse why you got to wait till you go sit down and talk to somebody for somebody to tell you to read a book that's going to help you all. When you have all this material, do the research for yourself. Whatever issues you all are having in your relationship and in your marriage, just find books, find material. It don't have to be a 300-page book. Just find something that's able to assist you all and help you all exactly where you're at. All right. Now, I'm going to try to remember what we was going to talk about real quick, because I was excited about not only introducing my books, but also talking about the attachment. All right. And I think I'm going to talk about healthy attachments. All right. We're going to talk about healthy attachments. One thing we have to understand is that all of us like to be around someone that is able to feed us and give us what we need. The reason why we got involved with the person that we're involved with, we just didn't get involved with them because, hopefully you didn't, because we was lonely. We didn't get involved with them because we wanted to just get married and they wanted to get married and said, let's just get married and go elope. We didn't do that. Hopefully we didn't. But we got with somebody because we loved them, we cared for them. Both of us had similar interests. The chemistry was there. You know, the list goes on and goes on for why people fall in love for all the different reasons. But the attachments that you have to have and the growth that you have to have is really about you all coming together and learning each other. And I think a lot of us get confused because we fail to realize that we didn't marry ourselves. We didn't get in a relationship with ourselves. We got in a relationship with someone that was not only beautiful, handsome, kind, smart, intelligent. I mean, the list goes on and goes on for every reason, but we got it with someone that was completely opposite. They was just different. And everything that was different about them made us feel a certain way. And we was like, oh, I don't know why I'm attracted to this person. It was because you all was at the right place at the right time and things just happened. And for some of us, it was just God. Let's just be honest. I'm not saying every relationship can be God, but some of us, we realize that we messed up. That's just it. You know, some of us just realizing that. And some people are still staying together. Some people are trying to work it out. And sometimes it does work out because people learn how to dwell together, work together, and grow together. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But you have to be careful about you all's attachments, your wants, your needs, your habits. Because what happens is we bring unhealthy habits into our relationship, into our marriage, and we don't understand that. You try to teach your kids how to live an independent lifestyle. You try to teach your kids not only survival skills, but you teach your kids how open the door for your mother. You know, make sure you pull the seat out for your mother. You know, these are the things that, we teach our boys how to do. And the women, they teach the women how to be women. You got to cook. You got to clean. You know, all these things we're teaching each other. But what happens when the roles become reversed? How do the roles become reversed? Because what happens is in a lot of couples that deal with this is that a man will look at a woman and say, well, you're supposed to cook. You're supposed to clean. You're supposed to do this. And then the woman will be like, well, that's not everything a woman's supposed to do. A woman is very diverse. There's nothing wrong with you cooking and cleaning and helping around the house. And why did I say all this? I said all this because if you notice, the way we was raised has a lot to do with our attachments to certain people. Our attachments to people has a lot to do with our characteristics, with the way we was raised. And this is not even in the book. I'm just speaking from, my heart and top of my head. But with that being said, when we're looking for someone or we're attracted to someone, there are certain things within them that gives us like a magnet that attaches us to them. And then once we start talking to them, we see the way they live their life. We see their patterns. We see their habits. Like, oh man, this can possibly be my wife right here. Or this can possibly be my husband. Because of the certain things that the values and the core values that we look at when we're looking for someone, this is the kind of man that we want, this kind of woman that we want. But what happens is we're 6 months into the relationship. And after that 6 months, we start to see a whole different side of them. And why do I always say 6 months? Excuse me, because I truly feel in your dating phase, you never see who the person really is. You can spend as much time as you can with that person. But after 6 months, you really start to see who they are. They show you their true colors. And there's nothing wrong with that. But as you see this person, you start to see that there are attachments and habits that they have that you don't realize they have that you don't really like. And so in our choosing, in our picking, in our dating, in our marriage, in our relationships, we have to work on our attachments. We have to work on certain areas that in our attachments, that the things that we don't like about that person, we need to address it with them. And then not make them feel bad because they act a certain way. But what we need to do is we need to help them become a better individual in the relationship. And they need to want to become a better individual. They need to pick up a lot of reading material and work on their habits. You all, what life coaches do, what therapists do, they study people, they study habits, they get books, they read, they try to get as much information as they can, they pray, They talk to other people as well to get different ideas. You know, we're not no different than anybody else. What we're doing, we're just applying what we're reading. We're applying what God has given us. And, we're going a different way because I truly feel that in today's time, people will know if you're real or fake. People will know exactly what kind of individual you are, not just based off of what you're doing on Instagram or YouTube or with everything else. People will know exactly where your heart is because you have some people out here that's doing it for the wrong reasons. And myself, and there's other people that's on this same platform that like Doctor, I'm going on the show this Friday, 8 Central. I want to go ahead and advertise that. I'm going to be on her show. People like her and other life coaches. Her name was Dr. Tony. And you all can look at her. Matter of fact, it's on my Facebook page. That's going to be behind this video. Okay, I'm going to post this video in a little while. Behind this video. And people like her, they have a great heart. And we're not doing it for the money. Because it's not even about the money for me. My very first session is free. And then after 3 sessions, you get another one free. So it's not about the money. It's about getting you to a better place, helping you all be able to communicate, working with you all, seeing exactly what the problem is. And if I can't help you, I have another friend of mine that is a therapist that will be able to work with you. So you see how it works? We have people that we can actually refer you to help you all get in a better place after you even see us. So it's not about the money. It's about you all being in a better place. And that's the reason why I do this. I do this because I love doing this. I love seeing marriages thrive. I love seeing couples happy. Because to be honest with you, I've made bad mistakes just as well as everybody else have. And I don't want you all to make the same mistakes that all of us have made. All right? Let's just be honest. Because the thing about it is that it's a bad feeling to be able to deal with the pain and still try to smile through it. It's a hurtful feeling to be able to do certain things and not understand why. All right? But you live and you learn. You make mistakes, you get back up, you brush yourself off, and you just get back up, you keep on moving. That's what it's about, y'all. So let's work on these attachments. Get these books, get these materials, all right? I'm going to show these books again, the very first book. This one is The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love, all right? This is a real good book, all right? Look this one up. You can download this on Kindle for you all don't like hard books. I love hard books, okay? Boundaries and Relationships, all right? That's another one. This is on Amazon as well. You can order that off of Amazon. And It's Time to Heal. That's another one, okay? And also, I have Overcoming Insecurities, which I really love this book. I took my time out to write this one. I wrote this one in like a day. It wasn't that much. But the Overcoming Insecurities in Your Relationship. And then I have my poetry book, Pages of My Life. And then I also have my friend's book, No More Secrets by Arthur S. Cherie. So if you type in Arthur S. Cherie on Amazon, this book will come out also. All right? Will pop up also. So you all, let's work on that. Let's work on getting this material. Let's stop saying we ain't got time to read. We ain't got time to do things. Well, I don't know what to tell you all. You know, we gotta make sure we constantly educating ourselves and getting ourselves in the right place, because it's about growth, you all. That's what it's about. It's about making sure that you keep them happy. That's what it's about. It ain't all about you. You want happiness, but you don't want to do what you gotta do. Get you some books, whatever the problem is. You know, if you can't pay attention, find some books on paying attention, how to pay attention to your relationship or your marriage. You know, listening to your partner better, because they say you don't hear them when they're talking. You listen to everything else, but you hear what you want to hear. I'm just being funny. But I hope you all enjoyed this. You all have a blessed day. And 8 p.m. Central Time, I will be broadcasting off of Instagram Live. I'll be broadcasting off of Facebook Live as well. I'm not sure if you all have my Facebook page also, but I will be broadcasting off of that also. I'll be doing it off of there. So last but not least, always remember, this is a moment of your life. God is bigger in this moment, and that's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day, you all.